Hi everyone, this is Mohammed Shafi Sardar, Faculty of Computer Science, S.G College, Koppal. In today's session, we are going to discuss working with video in multimedia. Video is one of the effective element of multimedia. When you incorporate digitized video into the multimedia titles, so that gives an ability to interact or communicate with visual effects. It is an achievement in the evolution of multimedia industry. So those viewing the video would recognize visualization of actual events rather than simply reading or listening to it. Video brings a sense of realism to the multimedia titles and is useful in engaging the user and evoking emotions in the video. Digitizing the video signal. Basically, video, when it is recorded and played, so it is in the form of analog signals. Therefore, it must be digitized in order to incorporate into the multimedia titles. Basically, we find video from different sources like video camera, VCR, TV, or video disc, so which is connected to computer. Through video capture card, you can record into the computer. As the video source is played, the analog signal sent to the video card and converted into digital file and stored in your computer as a permanent video into the hard drive. At the same time, sound from the video source is also digitized along with the video. So the advantages of digital video is, so here the video can be edited very easily because digitized video allows us to access randomly from any part of the video, and you can edit very easily just like cut and paste in word processing program. In addition, you can also add special effect to the videos such as fly-in titles or transition effect. So relatively very simple to add into the digitized video. And to identify the video file size, so digitized video basically takes large size. Therefore, a single second of high quality color video that takes up only 1/4 of the computer screen can be of 1 megabyte. So several elements determines the file size of a video. So in addition with the length of the video, so the size of the video also determines with the frame rate, with the image size and color depth. Frame rate, as we discussed in earlier class, animation is just an illusion. Here we make animation with the still images with the help of frames. So television and movies can play at 30 frames per second, but in computer you can play back any video with the help of 15 frames per second. That is how many frames you are using into the video will be considered as frame rate. And the second thing is, it will also determine image size. The standard full screen resolution is 640 into 480 pixels, but often video approximately displayed in a window that is 1/4 of the size of the full screen, that is 320 into 240 resolution. So that resolution of the screen determines the size of the image used in the video, and as well as the color depth. So the color depth digitized video is really made up of many series of still graphic bitmaps. Hence the quality of video is depending on the quality of the color. As you learned earlier, so an 8-bit color depth provides 256 colors, 16-bit provides 64,000 colors, and 24-bit provides over 16 million colors. So therefore, by considering all these three elements, you can determine the size of the video file with the following formula. So FPS, files per second, into image size into color depth divided by 8. Why you are using here 8 means, so 1 byte equivalent to 8 bits. Therefore, we are measuring the color in terms of bit. Therefore, we consider divided by 8 and equivalent to file size. And because of large size of associated with the video files, we are using some of the video compression and decompression techniques that is known as Codex to reduce the size of the video files. So substantially these programs help us to reduce the size of the video files. So in video compression there are two types: lossless compression and lossy compression. In lossless compression, so the video preserves the exact image throughout the compression and decompression process. So these type of compression you can use it where the video uses more text images. Text needs to the to be appear same before and after file compression. One technique for text compression is to identify repeating words and assign them a code. And in lossy compression, some of the elements of the video so removes from the video. Because of that, a greater compression you can get it compared to lossless compression. The greater compression ratio, however, the poorer the decompressed image. Lossy compression is applied to video because some drop in the quality is not noticeable in moving images. And you can use JPEG and MPEG along with compression. So JPEG, Joint Photographic Expert Group, and MPEG, Motion Picture Expert Group. These programs help us to reduce the file size of graphic image by eliminating redundant information in the video. JPEG compression identifies background areas and store them as a blocks of pixels instead of pixel by pixel. Thus, it reduces the amount of information needed to store the image. Here you can get the compression ratio of 20:1 that can be achieved without substantially affecting image quality. Here, so a 20:1 compression ratio would reduce 1 MB of file to the 50 KB. And MPEG adds another process to still image compression when working with video. MPEG looks for the changes in the image from frame to frame. Instead of using pixel by pixel, here MPEG uses frame to frame. Here it identifies some of the keyframes after every few frames, and changes that occurs from frame to keyframe are recorded in the video. So MPEG can be provided greater compression ratio than JPEG, but it requires some special kind of hardware devices like a card inserted in the computer. So multimedia playback system contains a MPEG card, but this limits the use of MPEG compression because the system needs MPEG cards. So and these are cards not standard on typical multimedia playback systems. And compression programs. Basically, two widely used video compression software programs are available. One is Apple's QuickTime. So QuickTime for Windows you can use for Apple computer as well as for Windows, and Microsoft Video for Windows. So QuickTime is popular because it runs on both Apple and Windows based computers. It uses lossy compression coding and can achieve ratio of 5:1 to the 25:1. So here Video for Windows uses a format called audio video interleave AVI, which like QuickTime synchronizes the sound and motion of a video file into the computer. So this is what today's session. If you have any query, please send WhatsApp or text. I will reply for your query. Thank you for listening today's session.